Hi everyone, Emma here. I am continuing today with this kind of a marathon of thrift store purchases, and we're going to make stuff with, I have a bin of stuff that I showed in the last video. So let's take a look today, or right now, we're going to do one using this punk chain that I got. So I got this, it was $2.99 plus 30% off. So that's just a little over $2. And it has this massive pin. So we'll take that off. We don't need that anymore. And I'll just close that. So what I want to do is create part chain and part leather bracelet. And I wanted to give it a kind of a religious feel to it. And part of that is to try and do some more, like I meditate, but I also, I grew up Catholic, so did a lot of praying. And as an adult, as I got further and further away from the Catholic Church and spent more time with the queer church, things changed a bit. Anyway, I wanted to get back to doing some very specific intentional prayer. So I thought, I used to pray to the Virgin Mary, and if you're Catholic, you know that the way I was taught, we're not allowed to pray to the Virgin Mary. So, okay, who made that rule? It seems kind of ridiculous when I talk about it now, but anyway. So let's make a bracelet, and yeah, we'll talk about stuff as we go along. Anyway, I have this gorgeous, let me enlarge this here. I have this gorgeous slider. I got a bunch of them, and I have different the antique gold and the different types of metal colors. So that I could, these are very in the style of the like the Day of the Dead icons, where you have like the rays around it and stuff like that. So that's why I got this one. I just love it. And then I have this one here. These ones are beads, so you can see. Let me adjust the light. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. But these are beads. You can see the holes. So we'll have to use head pins so that we can hang these on the chain. So there's that one. This is really cool. It's two-sided as well. And here is the next one, which is Mary. And I think this one is supposed to represent the Sacred Heart. She has something in her hands. It's hard to tell. And there's a cross on the other side. So, and again, this is a bead. So there's that. So the idea is to take maybe 3 links of chain, and I actually tested this out for the slider. It actually fits on this piece of chain. So we would put the middle piece here and have this so it can slide around. And then on the other side, we will put this bead on a head pin and put it on here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some leather and we're going to attach it to the chain and use these spacers around the leather to hold it in place. And actually, I was going to use this suede and fold it over, which works really well with the suede, because the suede this is fake suede, manufactured. It you can squeeze it, so it will fit through this hole pretty easily, like that. But I kind of wanted it to be a little more substantial than the suede, so I was going to use this leather, but it just occurred to me this may not fit through the hole. Yeah, that's not going to fit through the hole at all. Let me see if there's another way we can do this. We might be able to, let me see if I can cut this a little more on an angle. I really would like to use this leather for the This is 3mm thick leather. Let's see if we can get this in. Let's try it this way. I want it to fit like this. And actually, if we kind of mash it down a bit, it might work. I I always start with good intentions, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I should try this, and then I switch it up, and I'm like, okay, this is not going to work. Clearly, my videos are not like the polished videos that... So that might work if I glued it. But you know what? I think we need to stick with the suede. So that was... We'll figure something else for this leather. Now, the question I have is, do I use the blue or do I use brown? Let me adjust that. So, I think we should go with the blue. Okay. So, let's start out by pulling this apart here. So, let's take this little ball off and put it aside to begin with. See if I can find the opening. There we go. Take that one off, and I'm just gonna close that, and I will put it back in the bin. Okay, so we're going to take 3 links. So let's open this one up here. Actually, you know what? I might open the 3rd one, and I'll tell you why. Oh, this one doesn't open. Look at that. It's closed. Oh, we need to... I need to rethink this one. Okay, so clearly every second one doesn't open. Huh. Okay, so that's no big deal. We'll just adjust. So let's open this one here. Okay, so we will need that one. We'll put that one aside. Okay, and then let's open. What I was hoping to do was not having to open each one, because that happens. See the little nick that I just made? And I mean, I had these my tools, I put the tool magic so it wouldn't damage it, but it's still okay. So, ooh, this one doesn't want to fit now. That is weird. Okay, well that's fine, because I kind of don't want it to slide around too much. So then we'll just put that one there and close this one. Yeah, I put the tool magic, but you can see it's already starting to peel off, so I need to readjust that. There. Just that one. And then I'll put that one on. And hopefully you understand what I'm talking about between the chain. You could use like just regular chain as well. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's go ahead and add the leather so you know what I'm talking about, or the suede. So now let me get my ruler and measure it this way. So my wrist is 5 3/4, so it's about 6 inches. Let's see what this is measuring at. So this is measuring 3. So that would mean for mine, I need 1.5 inches on each side, maybe 2 inches on each side. That's not a lot. Let's, you know what, let's take extra of this and then we'll adjust it accordingly. So what did I say? 3, so 2 about there. So that would not be a lot. Let's test it out and then we'll figure it out. So you're going to double it, by the way. So let's go like this. So that, there's the 5 mark. So that would bring it to 7 inch. So this wouldn't fit me. We'll do it for 7 inch. How's that? So these are a total of, you know what, let's do 5 inches on each. Just make it even. And then we'll call it a day. We can always adjust it after. So we'll do another 5 inch because we need one on each side. And I apologize if this is confusing. This is what happens when you do stuff that it is stuff that like a process video rather than an actual tutorial. So I'm just taking the ends and putting them together like this. I've already got it through the loop of the leather. So it's going to look like that. You're going to take your slider bead, put it over top, and bring it up to the edge there. That. Then you need these guys. These are fold over clasps. So they just fit over your, I think I need my flat pliers, but let me see if it works with these. So you go ahead and you put them in there. You could put a bit of glue if you want. I don't think it needs it, but just make sure this is nice and even. Like that. And you're going to fold one side and then the other side. Like that. And then like that. And you can see that's not coming off at all. And there is the beginning of the bracelet. Okay, so let's do the other side. I'll enlarge it a bit because I think it may not be quite clear. So you take your piece, go around your link of your chain, whichever size type you have, and I'm just going to make sure I fold them over flat in the same direction so it's not all twisted like that. Okay, so now you get your slider bead, put it over top and bring that down just like that. And now you're going to get your fold over clasp, and this is the part, I'm going to enlarge this part here so you can really see. Okay, so it has a loop for your jump ring, and then it has the two sides that are going to fold over. So you bring your suede into that, kind of maneuver it together. Now I'm going to squeeze the edges together a bit. Let me see if I can get one side folded a little more. Then fold that side over and then grab the other side. You can see the suede has moved a bit, but that's fine. This part will grab it and fold it over like that. And you can see that is not, like, I'm trying hard, it's not moving. So you can put glue. I don't see any purpose in it. Okay, so now you basically have what you need for your bracelet. Let's take a look. So actually, it's not that much bigger than, now here's the thing, I just noticed this slider is a little big for this leather, so it's too bad. You can do some wire wrapping, or you could put a dab of glue in there. Actually, why don't we do that? Because that's just gonna, I mean, it doesn't really matter, it stays in place. But I think I would prefer it to be closer. So yeah, let's put a dab of glue in there. And you can use any type of glue. It just happens that I have my crazy glue here from the last video. And I'm just going to put a drop on the leather or the suede and then slide this over like that. And it's already stuck. So we are expecting a massive storm, and apparently they've already taken all the buses off the roads. It's there, and just slide that over top. That should hold those guys in place. Okay, so let's turn this over. So let's put these guys on. Oh, I must have had glue on my fingers. Okay, put that aside. Now let me see, I have these lovely head pins that they're silver. I'm just wondering, actually that would work. So to put these on here, you have to remember that this chain is thicker. So let me grab my round nose pliers and see. I wonder if I have some Swarovski crystals I wanted to dangle, but I'm thinking I might put them on top here. Let's put a few out. Oh, these are so beautiful. Let's put this. I don't want to do the wire wrap. I want to just do a loop, so this way I may not need to cut. So I'm gonna look at my tool and so it's probably in here somewhere is the size of the loop that I need to make. So let's take a look. Grab it at the edge like that and turn and release and turn and release and turn, and then do a little 90 degrees. So that's not too bad. We'll close it up. So let's put this here, just to open this a little more to go on the chain like that. That is pretty. Okay, so let's see if we can get this closed. I'm going to see if I can just move this to like a 90 degree kind of, so that it sits in the right spot. And kind of squeeze that there. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's a bit snug, actually. Let me see if I can adjust that. There. That is lovely. These images look out of focus. It's not because they're out of focus. It's the stamping is not the greatest. Okay, so this one, this length of head pin might not work because it's a lot longer. Oh, look, the hole is the hole of the bead's too big. I need spacer in there. I didn't even check that one. That one's fine. Okay, well, let's take a look first. Let's just put a daisy spacer there. And if I can find them, they're everywhere on my desk. So you think I'd be able to find them. Let me see. No, that's not them. Wow. There we go. I was searching for stuff to make these videos, and I moved around all my little boxes like this. And then believe it or not, I see people who label them, and I'm like, oh, I don't need to label mine. So I don't label mine because they're always in the spot where they're supposed to be, except for today. There. That's all I needed was a daisy spacer to prevent it from popping off. Okay, so now here's the deal. There's not going to be room for a crystal. I kind of wanted one, but let's just go with what we have. So we need a bit of a loop here, so probably about there, like that. And try and hold it in the same spot. And then I'm just going to turn that a bit. That should do it. Okay, so now let's open this up. See if we can pop it on there. And probably the better way to do this is to maybe do a jump ring on a loop. That way you don't have to put it directly on the chain and do what I'm doing right now. Let me see if I can, let's use this one here. Kind of just squeeze it close a bit. Get that in place. Yeah, it needs to go a little more. There. Good. Okay. It goes that way, and that goes that way. And again, this is a little bit, there we go. So what I thought I would do, this is starting to look really nice. Let me enlarge, bring this out a bit so you can see, is I kind of wanted to put some more of these crystals. So let's do maybe some, I was thinking maybe daisy spacers, but I'm not too sure if I want a daisy spacer. Let me see. So I think we should put one on each side. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think I might add a jump ring to this one. I don't know. I'm just the jump ring. It might look weird with the jump ring, so that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so now I have to figure out where to cut this. Every time you use wire wrapping and stuff, I'm like, ugh. I really enjoy doing it, but unless you do it a lot, it's hard to get the right amount on. And so let's see if this worked. So, I mean, it looks good. So let's see if that's going to fit on the chain. I mean, part of the issue is the chain I'm using is massive. So actually this looks pretty good. So that was a good first try. And close that up. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let me show you. That's perfect. Okay, let's see if we can do that 3 more times. So actually, let's take a look at the piece we cut off. That's one of the tricks they use when you're doing this is take that piece and then put your nail where you want to cut it. And like that. And to get my round nose, turn, and then like that. And open this up. Put that on that side. And I'm going to get my other pliers here to kind of squeeze this a bit. Should do it. There. That is lovely. Perfect. Okay. Now this guy. I'm going to use this shorter one. This was a little more accurate. So the round nose. Tip it there. And roll that. And then turn like that. Open this up. Put that on there. And get my pliers. There's that side. Like that. And then the last one. Let's measure from the short piece here. around nose, about there, a bit more, turn, 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 and then 90 degrees and open it up like that. Put it on the other side. Okay. And grab the pliers and close that up. And we'll just try and squeeze it a little bit. There, like that. Okay, let's see what we have on this side. This one I might have to adjust. It seems to see if I open it a bit, it slides a little better there. That is pretty perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, so let's put the clasp on. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this clasp here, so they're pretty cool. That and a jump ring, and we are going to attach it to these guys, so we do need some jump rings. So let's take a look at what we have here. Let's try these. One, and two. You know what? These are cheap ones. I'm going to use the silver ones since we used silver head pins. These are a little better. Hopefully, they will go through. These holes are kind of small, so we'll see. Grab that. Open that up. Test this out. Oh yeah, fits. No problem. The closed jump ring. And close that up. Then we'll grab the next one. Open that up. Put this on the end. And grab our lobster claw. Put that on. And close that up. And this is what we have. Open that up and put that in, and there we have it. And there's the bracelet. Thought it turned out really nice. So you can see what I was saying about maybe some thicker leather. I feel like I really enjoy using the imitation suede, but I do feel there's not enough of a thickness and substance to it. But because the way this is made, this part here, it's not going anywhere. You can always take this apart and add some thicker leather, or maybe just make it into totally chain, or do some beaded pearls or something different. But there we go. Trying different things, right? So I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun. This is really pretty. So take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.